It seems to me that, and I'll open this over to you guys, is that it seems very dry and very data-oriented and very tech-led. So, Emma, maybe you'll kick off just to give us some insight. What is ESG and how does it translate into that, to more human stories behind businesses?
Thanks, Roger. So I think to maybe simplify it a little bit, I think if we see environmental social governance, ESG, as a term that's come from the investor market, from banks. It's all about responsible investment, and that's been around 10, 15 years, but it's really come into its fore in the last few years. There was a term that's kind of getting lost a little bit called corporate social responsibility. That mainly came from the corporate sector of big corporates doing responsible business. And they've kind of met in the middle. So where investors are looking to invest in companies, the ESG term has come. It's like you've said, it's getting driven a lot by ratings, which is making it very dry. And don't get me started on kind of whether you can shoehorn all of those topics into a number, but I'm sure we'll debate that tonight. But essentially, it is responsible business. But you have got a confusing myriad of the GRI, SASB, then you've got all the ratings like Sustainalytics, MSCI, Ecometrics. So you've got a whole raft, and it is really, really confusing for big corporates, let alone the SME.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing that I think about is that, I mean, those acronyms, I think SASB and GRI are the ones that we are actually, as the EBN, going to put out a glossary of terms on this, actually, just because it's actually been useful for me to do that. But SASB's an accounting standards, isn't it? Things like that. But it's if you're the board of a large-ish organisation, and in the current climate, you're under the pressures that they're under. And then all these external factors from Ukraine to supply chain, et cetera, it must just make them think, somebody give me a break. But I suspect the investors aren't saying you can have Q1 and Q2 off on the profits, by the way, while you go about ESG.
I think I think investors are really wising up to this now. So, I mean, ESG isn't one product. I think, as we'll all know, it's a myriad of different topics under each: the environment, the social, and the governance. And what is material for your business out of those three buckets is very individual to your business, which I'm sure we're all going to touch on today. So I think that's why you just need to take it back and kind of simplify it and do the basics well and work out what is meaningful for your business. And then SASB does provide a guide if you're not sure about what the material topics are for your business. They do provide a really useful guide. It's free, you can Google it, and it'll tell you if you're a garment manufacturer, these are the material topics, and then you can go through those and work out.
That's very useful.
The Environmental Business Network is here to help all businesses adapt to and benefit from the very different economic and environmental futures we all face. Subscribe to our YouTube channel or visit the website to find out more information.